as a team, you understand the moment you get selected for any Team USA, you know that the expectation is to win. It's kind of like subliminal messages of just like, win a gold medal, you're like hearing it in your sleep, like you wake up, it's like all these things. And for basketball, we're like the last event to like actually start the medal rounds and stuff. So we're watching everyone and we're watching people win, and you just see it and you're kind of like, okay, like we gotta take care of business. I'm Jewell Loyd, and this is my Olympic diary. Welcome to USAAB's film/coaches meeting room. This is where we come every other day, or depending on schedule-wise, and break down film. We watch other teams, and we watch ourselves, see how we get better. We were happy, obviously, with the dub. There's things that we have to work on and improve, but we wanted these games to test us. We wanted these games to be a challenge. We didn't want to have just blowouts. Rarely do you have blowouts, and for us, we want to make sure that every single game, we're working on something, and we were able to do that, and we executed, and it helps when Jackie goes off, so that was awesome to watch and see, so we were super hyped about that, and for any of our players that go off, we're just the biggest fans, and it was really cool to see that every game someone steps up. So we packed our bags, got back on the bus, got back on the train, made it back to Paris, and now we're here. Mentality going to this game, we know we're gonna go home. You know, it's really nice to have some pool play competition, but that's not why we're here. We are here to try to win another gold medal. So for us, we understand that you can't come out having slow starts. You can't come out being lax. Definitely not against Nigeria. We've had some really good games with them before. It's been intense. And so we understand their mindset, we know our mindset, and for us, it's making sure that we're coming out at a different level of intensity on both ends, paying attention to details, executing our game plan, then having some fun with it as well. Some of them we play against in the States. They play with this fiery swagger. You know, I think that's what gets them going, is having that mindset. You know, they got two quick guards, and so the style of play is just aggressive. And I don't know, regardless if you're playing at the park, you're playing college, pros, overseas, Olympics, whatever it is, having guards just hassle you all the time is just like annoying, you know? For Nigeria, I mean, their story it's a dream to be, you know, the first African team to make it to the knockout rounds or to the medal rounds qualifications. That's remarkable. I think in general, just a shift of African basketball. We had a great opportunity to go over to South Africa and really see BAL and also work with the women out there too. And so being able to see basketball in Africa was awesome. You can see there's so much talent, there's so much there, and it's just, you know, for us, we kind of take advantage of all the resources we have here, but you go over there and, you know, a lot of them don't have the right shoes, basketballs, playing outside, you know, don't have indoor gyms. So all the things that we kind of take for granted here, you go there and you're like, man, like if they just had, you know, a good solid floor, that would change everything. If they just had, you know, a couple good coaches, they had other things, jerseys, pennies, just the little things that we don't think about, just cold water, you know, like all these things. You're like, man, we take all this stuff for granted, but you go over there and they play for this joy. We were so, as a team, so mad that we missed, you know, probably the closest race in history. You know, watching track and field, that's something that everyone watches, the 100-meter. So we're literally on the bus, trying to connect to service. We all have our phones like this. Of course, one phone's loading, someone else's phone is not working. All hail Stewie has the best connection on that bus, on the left side of the bus, connects. Everyone swarms the bus. We're all sitting there just watching on this little iPhone. She has it here. And she wasn't sitting in front, so she couldn't show it all the way. So then we had to pass it up to Sabrina, who's holding the phone. It's like, okay, hurry, I got my shoulder. So she's holding the phone, and we're all sitting there watching. Like, I'm so nervous. We're like, man, he's got to win. He's got to win. Like, everything's going around, and it's one of the biggest races ever. And so we're watching, and I'll be here just dead silent on the bus, and then it's just on your mark, boom, and we're like, go, going crazy. And we honestly did not know if he won. Like, it was hard to see on the phone, so I can only imagine, everyone else watching on a bigger screen, or obviously being there in person, and we're all just like, I don't know, like, I think he won. What's the rules? And we're all just kind of questioning each other. 10 seconds later, or however long it took, it felt like 10 seconds for us, because we're panicking. Got the confirmation. He wins by literally a feather through the line, but in those moments, that's what you're gonna remember. It's not just the games itself, it's not just the practices, it's the moments on the bus, the moments in the locker room, the moments when you're walking through the hotel, saying hi to people's families. Those are the moments where it's like, I love this. Where we're all cheering for USA, but also just collectively, just having fun and learning different sports together, going to different events, and just being part of just a whole nother world of sport. And it was pretty cool to kind of have that camaraderie moment and just be cheering, and it was pretty awesome. I was able to get some track and field in. That's something that I always wanted to see, and to be able to watch it and see what's going on. It's just a different atmosphere. You can hear the roaring of all the fans before you even walk up to the stadium. And it's kind of remarkable too. If you've never been to track and field, like, there's so many different events kind of going on. There's discus, there's pole vaulting. And so you're kind of watching like all ends of the field. There's no way that I would even fathom, I could go out there and run. Like, there's no way. I mean, there's such remarkable athletes, it's so fast, it's crazy just to see. Tennis is one of my favorite sports to watch, to play, and based on my schedule, it's looking like I may not get there to watch any tennis here, but I will definitely go over, walk around, go inside and see if I can't watch a match. But I will say, even though I'm here, I'm so close to it, my goal is to go watch the French, so I'm gonna have to come back anyway. I got surprised with these from USA, which is super nice. I didn't know what shoe I was gonna be wearing. I kind of bounce around from shoe to shoe sometimes, but knowing that I'm wearing Kobe's is always something that's super special for me. But also, I think it's also one of the best shoes ever made, a solid Kobe's. So I'm also biased. But at the same time, it's all red, and for us, not a lot of people are gonna have these shoes. So this is one of the shoes you wanna perform well in, play well, and then take it home and put it in a frame, something like that. But big shout out to Kobe. No, you can't have these, sorry. These are mine, these are for me. You don't want to let people down, and I think that's not necessarily the burden of being an Olympian. It's just like, sometimes that could creep into your psyche and kind of, like, oh, you have all this pressure. Like, if I don't win, I'm a failure. Like, no, you're an Olympian. Like, that's not easy to do. So it's not necessarily having that pressure of like, man, if we don't win, like, we're gonna be disgraced. We're not welcome back home. Like, sometimes maybe for us, we make it look easy. It's not easy to win. It's not easy to do that year after year, game after game. It's not easy to do that. And so for this team that we're on, we want to make sure that we're playing our best basketball to allow people to just dream and hope they can come and be a part of this. It's not necessarily because we feel like we have so much pressure to not mess up. But definitely when you're watching everyone else start winning, you see everyone start competing, we're anxious to kind of get there too. We're like, all right, like, let's go play. Like, in this team, in this moment, we're locked in on making sure that we make our own history, and we do it in the right way, and we make sure that we leave USA basketball better than it was before.